This is Unearthed, an immersive documentary uncovering the crafts that built the modern world, seed by seed, hand by hand. Before factories, before synthetic fibers, before speed, there was flax. This is the quiet origin of linen, one of the most essential materials of the pre-industrial world. The process begins in the field. Before flax can be sown, the field must be prepared with particular care. The field is leveled in spring using a roller and a harrow. For flax, farmers usually chose only the most fertile land. After rolling, the soil is harrowed once more to loosen it for sowing, another step that could not be skipped without consequences. To ensure the harrow teeth penetrated deeply enough, stones were placed on the frame for added weight. Despite these modest means, the Hunsrück became one of the largest flax-growing regions in the Rhineland during the 19th century. Before the flaxseed can be sown, the field must be cleared of stones and the soil broken up with a hoe. Once the field was ready, the flaxseed was sown. The farmer poured the seed from a linen sack into a bowl, allowing him to scatter it evenly by hand. This simple gesture directly influenced the quality of the fiber months later. The seed had to be sown densely, since closely spaced stalks produced finer fibers. For 1 morgen of land, 60 to 80 pounds of seed were required. After harrowing, the soil was compacted with a wooden roller, often handmade from tree trunks or even old mill shafts. Once the seed was secured in the soil, a loose layer of manure was spread over the field. This layer retained moisture and protected seedlings. With fertilization complete, the sowing phase ended. Now, the fate of the flax depended on care and weather. After a few weeks, the flax reached hand height. It was then time for crouten, weeding. This work, done by women in communal labor, required patience and precision. Pulled weeds were collected in tied aprons. Using special tools, broad-leaved weeds were loosened and removed by hand. Trampled flax plants soon straightened themselves again, but the work was relentless. In other regions, women and girls were hired as day laborers, often spending up to 14 days crawling across fields until the flax was beautiful. After weeding, the flax could grow evenly until it bloomed about 2 months later. Harvest took place in August or early September, roughly 99 or 100 days after sowing. Flax was pulled, not cut, to preserve the full fiber length.
Ja?
Ja, dem schwere Regen, der hat ja Platten vom Boden gelehnt. Das hat ja niemand. Nein. Brauchen wir so ungefähr.
Ja?
The bundles were laid out and tied by hand.
Ja, die hat ja auch sicher ganz schwere.
Macht das nicht über die Finger laufen?
Each handful-sized bundle, known locally as a hovel, was secured with a few stalks. Drying frames were erected so the stalks could dry and seeds ripen. If left on the ground, the fibers would suffer. Two forked stakes and a cross pole formed the simplest drying structure. Bundles were leaned against it with space for wind to pass through. Other drying methods existed as well. According to the Hasselback School Chronicle, bundles were arranged into box-like structures designed to shed rain and catch the wind. Simple engineering shaped by experience. Even in prolonged bad weather, the flax could dry this way. In the Hunsrück, harvesting was often done communally, while in large lowland farms, hired labor was used instead.
Ja.
After 8 to 14 days of drying, the bundles were tied together and taken home, stored in barns, waiting for the next transformation that would turn stalks into linen. If you want to see that transformation, be sure to subscribe, and if you want to see a feat of craftsmanship even more amazing, be sure to click on this next video, right here.